thank you. You came back. And if you don't know who I am and you're not coming back, it's because you didn't watch any, not one, not my introduction, not none of them. You didn't watch none of my videos. But I thank you for coming here and watching this one. And I promise you, I'm going to put one of them videos up here. Because I was thinking the other day about my coming out story, and I haven't showed it to my mom yet. And I was thinking, like, how my mom will react to it. So if y'all could get my coming out story to at least 500, 550, maybe close to 1,000 likes, because I don't have that many subscribers just yet. But share the video, tell a friend to come watch it, man. If y'all can get it to at least 500 or close to 550 likes, I'm gonna see if my mom will sit down with me and show her reaction to my coming out story and see how she reacts to it. But yeah, we about to get into this video, and this video right here is a story time, and I have a lot of stories. So definitely make sure you tap that subscribe button and turn on your notifications and make that bell ring, man, because I promise you, like, my life is about to be y'all entertainment for real, because it was definitely mine and the people around me. But this story time is going to be about how I almost got kicked out of boot camp. So if you see me looking down, it's because I got little note cards and things like that, because I kind of want to touch every single point. And I just first want to let y'all know it wasn't my fault. Y'all probably looking at me like, yeah, you look like a little troublemaker, but no, it wasn't my fault. But first I'm going to tell y'all why I even joined the military, why I even joined the Navy. And I joined the Navy because, well, at first I just wanted to join the military simply because I knew, like, if I went to college straight out of high school, like, it was going to be a waste of my mom's money and my money, and just a waste, because I knew for a fact, like, I was going to be turned. Because, as I said in previous videos, majority of, like, my younger life, I wasn't able to, like, really fully be me. So I knew, like, once I got out of high school and I was going off to do my own thing, that I would be wilding out. So, like, my mom gave me a year to figure out what I wanted to do. And before my year was up, I just was like, I'm going to go to the military. I had a cousin that was in the Army, but my mom wasn't going for that. So I was like, well, let me join the Air Force. You know, they pretty chill. But then when I was going through that, I ended up, a couple of my other cousins were joining the Navy. And they was like, you know, join with me. We could all go together and it could be fun. And I'm like, cool. You feel me? I just got finished watching Antoine Fisher the other day. I'm ready. Like, let's go. So we go take the test. We all end up passing our test, and we go off to boot camp. And they have our boot camp set up like ships. So when you go inside of your ship, the guys sleep on one side, and of course the girls sleep on one side. So we never come together unless we have to practice for drills, or we have to go do PT, or like we're trying to learn something. So that's the only time, like, the boys came over to the girl side. So of course, in boot camp, you're not supposed to be talking to nobody. You're not supposed to be writing no letters. You're not supposed to, like, they always used to say, like, this is not the love boat. Like, don't come here trying to find your wife, trying to find your girlfriend. Like, this is not what it's for. Like, they constantly said that over and over and over again. And no, I wasn't going there looking for love, okay? I told y'all in the beginning, it wasn't my fault, all right? So don't, just listen. All right, so we get to boot camp, and there's some girl, like, of course, when you get to boot camp, like, everybody clicks up. You end up finding out where people from. Like, you end up talking, because you only get, like, one day. Like, we only had Sunday we could either write letters or we could go to church. So we used to, like, obviously, our day off, we would either write letters or go to church, because we wasn't trying to get in trouble. We wasn't trying to sit around with the RDCs and get yelled at or nothing. But Sunday was literally, like, our only day off. So on Sundays, we would go, like, meet up with our other friends from other divisions, because that was literally, like, the only day we could see them. So I guess during these times, like, some of the girls in my compartment, you know, they found some guys that they was interested in, and they started to click up. They started to write letters and started to do a lot of stuff. And I'm not gonna lie, I wrote a shorty a letter, trying to get to know her a little bit. Don't judge me, okay? It's lonely out there. You by yourself, and they be everywhere. But moving on, I wrote a little shorty a letter, but my letter isn't the one that got found. We about to get to the juicy part. All right. So, in your compartment or whatever, I'm trying to like describe all of boot camp to you guys. So like, when I'm telling the story, you're not trying to guess certain shit. So, in your compartment, like you don't wash your clothes yourself. Like there's a laundry PO, there's a male PO, like there's one person that is designated for every job. So when it comes time to do laundry, like we all just throw our stuff in the middle of the compartment and the laundry PO comes and gets it or whatever. So this one day we was doing laundry, and before we all went to sleep, the RDC comes out, and like when they come, the RDC is like your drill instructor. So when it's time to go to sleep, they leave the building, and we're pretty much there by ourselves. But we're supposed to be asleep. Of course, we don't go right to sleep because all during the day we're doing jumping jacks and push-ups, and we're getting yelled at and doing all of this crazy stuff. So at night is when we really we link up and we go to this person bed and we go chill with them and go talk to them. But of course the guys are on the other side, so we can't talk to the guys. So this one girl had wrote a guy a letter, and she had left it in her pants, and the laundry PO found it. And instead of her being cool, you feel me, and giving it to the homegirl, she goes and gives it to the RDC. So the RDC reads the letter, and shorty is saying all kinds of nasty stuff, okay? Mind you, we not supposed to be talking, like, at all. And mind you over here offering fellatio, okay, to your brother across the way, all right? They was fast in boot camp. And when they found shorty letter, they came out and they just started spazzing on her pretty much, because her letter was the only letter that they found. So they was like, oh, we found your letter. I don't know what the fuck you think. Like, they just started going in. So if you don't know anything, you should know something about the military. And you know they be yelling. All right, so they went in on shorty. So everybody else that was writing letters, like, everybody was writing letters. Everybody was talking to somebody. Like, you out here, and we was in Chicago. Like, it was hot as hell, like, and we swimming on this day. You need somebody to talk to. Like, nobody's just in boot camp, like, not talking. Like, that's crazy. So when they talked to her and pulled her to the side, like, she ended up just snitching on all of us. Like, oh, I'm not the only one writing letters. This person's writing this person. Like, she brought us all down, right? So I'm like, oh, my God. Like, I thought they was just about to burn shorty. Like, we was going to be in the clear. Like, but no, she brought us down, okay? So, when she told, they pulled us all out. So, next thing we know, we all at attention, right? We're at attention in front of our racks, in front of our beds. And they just start calling out names. Tav, Mulvaney, Roberts. Right, like, they just thought we think we about to get some awards or some shit. So we stepping up, like, we had attention. And they immediately say drop. Whenever they say drop, you know you about to do some push-ups, some sit-ups, some something. So we like, fuck, like, what we do? So we drop. We in the push-up stance. And they're like, oh yeah, y'all think this is the love boat? Da, da, da. They just start going in on our ass. Y'all are getting kicked out the fucking Navy. Y'all think y'all could come here and fall in love. This isn't what this is for. You're supposed to be fighting for your country. Da, da. So we're like, oh my, like, we're shaking, trying to be in a push-up stance. Like, oh my God, like, what's going on? So we looking at shorty like, yo, like, you really told on us? Like, all right. So it comes down to it. So I'm looking at shorty that I was writing the letters to, like, you better not say nothing, right? So they ended up, like, they was like, oh yeah, stand by. So when you gotta stand by, you just pretty much standing by. You waiting for instructions. You waiting for them to tell you what's gonna happen next. But all we knew is they told us, pack up your shit. So we like, fuck, we're bawling, crying, like, tears rolling down our face. We packing up our stuff like, yo, we're about to get kicked out. This is so trash. Like, fuck it, we'll just join the army. Like, that's cool. They kicking us out. Like, it's all right. So we going around, and I ran over to shorty that I was writing the letters to. Like, hey, yo, when they come to you, you feel me? Just tell them, you know, we was writing letters about, you know, where each other's from. We was trying to get to know each other, you know? We was trying to figure each other out. We was trying to be friends, okay? Because when I joined the Navy, it was don't ask, don't tell, okay? And I wasn't telling nothing, okay? I didn't care if they asked or not, okay? I wasn't telling. So I told Shorty we was just having regular conversation. But they made us call our parents, because at this point when we're packing up our stuff, we're literally packing up everything. Every pair of socks we have, like everything we have. So they're like, y'all are getting kicked the fuck out. Like, I don't know what y'all thought this was. So we're packing up our stuff. And they're like, all right, come call your parents. So I had to call my mom and tell my mom, like, I may not be graduating from boot camp. She's on the phone going, and what the fuck are you up there doing? I didn't send you up there to be acting. So I'm just crying, like, well, I'm sorry. I'm such a disappointment. Like, bawling. So we end up packing up our stuff, and we got our sea bags on our back. Like, and if you don't know what a sea bag is, look it up. Like, it's a big old bag. It's big. Like, you can put your whole life in there, for real. You can put a person in that bag. So we got our sea bags on our back. We got everything in our hands, and they're like, let's go, line up. It's about 12 of us. It's about 12 of us that was writing letters, right? So we all lined up. We got all our stuff. It's pouring down, raining outside, and we have to walk to another ship or another building, pretty much, where they pretty much kick people out. So we're all crying, it's raining, and we just walking. We walk to this building, and we get there, they like, line up. So we line up, and they looking like, what y'all here for? Like, what y'all do? It's 12 recruits about to get kicked out of boot camp for one girl trying to get a homeboy a blowjob, okay? I told y'all it wasn't my fault. I was writing letters, but I didn't get caught. All right, so we're moving along. All right, we're in the ship where everybody get kicked the fuck out at. Mind you, when we get there, shit is different. Like, it's different than our ship. Like, we get there, they start taking our shoestrings. They start taking, like, our razor blades. Like, they just start taking shit from us. So we like, bro, what's going on? So we looking around at each other like, bruh, like, this ship is different. Like, why are they taking our stuff from us? Like, nothing's being explained. They're just telling us to hand us our stuff. So lo and behold, like, this is literally like the ship where you know you're going home. Because, like, while I was there, I ended up running into, like, some crazy people, dog. Like, literally, this girl tried to, like, take her life in front of me in this, like, ship where people go home. So while we're sitting there, we're just chilling. Like, we getting our hair braided. Like, we writing letters every day. Like, it's an arcade at this place. Like, it's just so chill. And it's so chill to the point where we are so out of place and we have no idea, like, what's going on. So we are, like, trying to find out if we could join the army, if we get kicked out. Like, we're just trying to come up with a backup plan, because at this point, it's not looking too good. It's not looking good at all. So we're sitting here and time is going by. Like, nobody's telling us anything. So as I said before, on Sundays, like, is the only day you get for free. So, well, the only day you get free, not for free. Okay, so, like, on Sundays, we will all be like, you know what? Like, we all got separated, and we were all told, like, anybody that out of all 12 of us, you can't go talk to them. Like, you can't be seen with them. There's nothing y'all need to talk about. Like, stay away from them. So, of course, on Sundays, we would go link up. Of course, they didn't know. The RDCs didn't know, because they're at the compartment doing whatever. So we would go link up and we would talk about what was going on, but nobody knew what was going on. So none of us knew if we were getting kicked out, if we were starting, because they were also telling us, like, we could make you start from day one. So, like, could you imagine, bro, like, being almost finished with boot camp, being almost done with these people yelling at you, and now you may have to start from day one because this girl trying to suck some dick? I wasn't here for it. Like, I wasn't trying to hear it at all, and I was so tight. Like, so at this point, we're all just in limbo, right? So we're at this ship, and fast forward, they end up telling us, all right, this is what we're going to do. We're not going to kick you out. We're just going to separate all of you. So they ended up separating all 12 of us and putting us all in different divisions, where we ended up still graduating on time. But it was like maybe like a week or so afterwards. So they ended up putting us back in divisions. We didn't have to start from day one, but they did put us back in divisions, and we ended up graduating. And boom, look at the kid. I'm not, you feel me? You see me right there? You see me? You see? Head up. You feel me? But I graduated. I got up out of there and I did my time. But after boot camp, you have to go to A school. And A school was pretty lit. I got in trouble in A school too, but I didn't get caught. And again, it wasn't my fault. Or that's gonna be my story, and I'm sticking to it. But in A school was where I got some of the worst head in my life. It's like the worst. The absolute worst. Like if I see Shorty on the street right now, like she gotta catch these hands because she knew better. Okay? So make sure, I'm telling you, man, make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on those notifications because there's gonna be more stories, like way, way more stories. So make sure that you're tuning in because you don't want to miss it, I promise. But I know there's so many videos on YouTube that you definitely could be watching right now. But you're right here and you're watching mines. And whatever you did to get here, I appreciate it. And I fuck with you for fucking with me. Love you.